Thanks for coming down to this beautiful facility. I'm KB Kennebeck with the Carroll Chamber. Before I turn it over to Howie, I just have one announcement. Next week's ribbon cutting and for the remodel job is going to be up at Kemper. And I'm going to turn it over to Howie. Thank you very much for hosting us today.
Thank you very much. Once again, Howie Dries here. I'd like to thank you for coming down here. My wife Sarah and the Dries company family appreciates this great turnout. There's been a lot of, talk about the building. What are you doing there? Where'd you get the sign? Is this the new library location? Now we got an open house to kind of start our own rumors. We've been talking about expanding downtown for years. Logistically, we couldn't figure out how to get semi-traffic through there. So with technology, we decided to think outside the box and we moved it down here. We've got a monitor just like this, our downtown location, where we can see the semis come in. And they're, with the dock here, we can push a button, unlock this door, semi guy can get in, unload it, and we can either call somebody by cell phone or drive down and sign for it, and it's a secure location. So we don't actually have to have it attached to our building. We then would take that product through, we take the packing slip off, put job name on St. Anthony Hospital, and put it in the rack, and that's what that job is. Send an email or text to the foreman, your product's in your area, and it's good to go. So we're trying to be more efficient that way. With the rest of the building, we've moved our sheet metal division out of that downtown area, and we've tripled the space and purchased a plasma cutting machine that helps us to cut the metal faster and saves on product. So we've expanded that area. We've brought some warehouse material down there. We had the original warehouse or the Houlihan property, the old Paulina Cafe. We had a little bit of storage behind there. It was very inefficient. It was a long, narrow corridor like this. It seemed like everything we wanted was in back. So now we've redone that. We've gone up with it, and we can see it, and it's labeled, and more efficient that way. In the downtown location, the service department and the appliance division is expanding back into where we vacated. So they're growing in that area, and we have a little bit of room to breathe down there too. With this building, a little bit more than a warehouse. This room is I'll call it training center, which is a big word because it's a training room. But we're trying to move, we have 3 scheduled meetings a month. We're trying to do more. We have a foreman meeting, we have a service meeting, we have our apprentices. And the first half hour of that meeting is safety. And then we talk about other relative items. For the apprentices, the first half hour is safety, the second half hour is safety. And after each meeting, it's a morning meeting, we have breakfast. So we come in, eat breakfast, we talk safety, we talk about current events. We're also going to move into doing our continuing education here. We're going to do webinars through here. We're going to invite special guests in to do other training. We didn't have the space at our other location, so this is the room I'm excited about because safer and smarter. Where's Tyler? Hi, Tyler. Tyler Bernard, our programmer and technology specialist. We sell some products, so we've used those products in this building. We have Allerton energy management system in here, so we're going to, like in this room here, when you come in here, the lights come on automatically and the heat and cooling comes up. In the warehouse, it's set low. A guy can go in there and ride it up. A person can ride it up for a couple hours and it'll drop back down. Another room, it might come up when you walk in there also. So we're trying to manage how if the building's vacant, we don't want it running. The lights are a watt stopper energy management system. So we come in, motion detectors come on, the lights come on, stay on for 30 minutes. They drop out when nobody's in there. Well, I have them on. And they're LED bulbs. They're very efficient. They cost pennies to run. We also have a security system. We have the camera system here that we can look at from the other side. We also can monitor who comes and goes, and we have a key fob system. So I've got my key fob. Howie Dries entered this door, he entered this door, and left at this time. So we know who's coming and going. We don't have to lock the building up. Employees and can come and go as they need. What am I missing?
I think that's probably pretty well lit. Like I said, that we can monitor everything from uptown. Everything, the temperature control system, the doors, they can lock and unlock the doors from uptown.
We have alarms set, so if the temperature drops in the building, it sends a message to Tyler, let us know it's colder than where it should be, send somebody down here to work on it.
Yep.
Call an HVAC contractor. We had a lot of inventory in the other warehouse, we had some inventory downtown, and when we estimate a job, we say you have 300 feet of pipes, some 90s, some 45s. I send it out to the guys and say, here you go. Well, then when the job's over, they bring back some 90s, they bring back some pipe, you know? And when you look at it on paper, it's great, but when you actually install it, you're off a couple feet here, you're off the fittings there, so it's usually a year later, the fittings are dirty, we have to pay a restocking fee, so we try to repurpose that stuff, and we have a lot of inventory here now that we actually see, we can find, we can reuse. The other facility, we lost a lot of stuff. I actually threw a lot of stuff away when we tried to move it over. It's been there for 40 years. We moved it from our other building to that building and never used it, so we had a fresh start. We have a lot of product, and now we can go to that product. The shelf's marked 12 units, might have 30 in it, but we'll use it down to that 12 and we'll maintain that level. So we're trying to reuse that inventory. Warehouse open house, I guess. So we're trying to be more efficient, and we really appreciate this turnout. Thank you guys very much, very, very much.